Greetings and happy hot summer, everybody. It's I, your level Orion. So I know it's been a while since I last posted a video, and so far, a lot of stuff has happened. The new Horus Heresy books, the Siege of Terror books have come out. I already have two. No, I don't have the two of one copy. I have, however, the first book and the second book, and I'm currently in the middle of the first book, so I know I'm a slow reader. I'm a bit of a slow reader. The thing is that if it's not a Space Wolf related book, I won't be speed reading, so I try to really take my time on other stuff, because it's like, it took me 3 months to finish the Age of Sigmar Soul Wars book. But, okay, interesting news, and this is to people who haven't heard the news. Warhammer for Games Workshop is partnering with a studio to create a Warhammer 40,000 TV series. Now I'm going to get into this in a little bit. This is it because I have notes. And also there's some new. Also I'm mostly done with my army. I'll try and set up a bit of a video so that shows like my models, and also have been having some ideas regarding an interesting development when it comes to Space Wolves. So, first off, the Warhammer 40,000 Eisenhorn series is going to be about Inquisitor Gregor Eisenhorn, and I'm just thinking that this is like, I kind of want the stars, like, or the producers or director to like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna go on I'm gonna go on Kelly and Ryan. I got that right sometime before. I'm gonna go on Kelly and Ryan, and I'm going to talk about Warhammer 40,000. And and also an interesting thing that's kind of got on me. If they're gonna try to do this, they are gonna have to either put it on a premium channel like HBO, Cinemax, Stars, or Showtime, or they're going to do a streaming site. Now the thing is that there's a problem with streaming sites. There's too many of them. I'm already signed up with 3, maybe 4 or 5, and that would cause basically, I could spend that money on trying to keep my internet on for the next month, and it's just there are too many of these, and you kind of think like, we'll do it like in some ones is like, we're gonna package these these streaming sites together, because it's like, I've got Amazon Prime, I've got Crunchyroll, DC Universe, and I love DC Universe, Netflix. I don't care what people say, even though with the price increase, I do like Netflix pretty much. I think it may be 4, but it's just that there are too many. And the thing, but let me get back on track. The whole idea is that if you're trying to make a Warhammer 40,000 TV series or even film, you're going to have to be where you are not bound by the rules of broadcast TV, and also not entirely bound by the rules of the network. Because believe me, in 40K, every nation, every faction is this group of. There's basically no good guy. It's kind of like it's kind of like in that show What the F 101, where you get where it's like the teacher says there are tiny islands of decency in this whole in a vast sea of madness. So you got yourself. So basically, you got yourself an entire series that is like, oh, you're seeing people getting mutilated. You're seeing people getting their legs cut off and their body and their living flesh being turned into like walls or corridors or turned into a living suit. Yeah, that's right, a living suit. Where the brain is completely aware of what's happening, and you're trying, and it's like, will this make you barf? Maybe. Will social justice warriors try to critique it? Absolute freaking lutely. And this is where. Because this is the problem. This is the danger of when something enters the mainstream. Because there are always going to be critics, even in the Warhammer community. There are critics. Look at what happened when Age of Sigmar came out. Critics were everywhere, and over time, it got better. It actually got better. The story got better. The characters became more interesting. I mean, recently, like just last Saturday, yeah, there like just this past Saturday, Warhammer Age of Sigmar Open Day happened, and they talked about that they are doing the free guilds. As you realize, the free guilds or the cities of Sigmar are the free peoples of Sigmar, where you have the clans of the dispossessed, which were the dwarves. The elves, that survived the world that was, and the humans, former people of the Empire, and all the other human kingdoms. That basically is a great way of bringing back your models from fantasy battle all the way in, because that has been a big complaint. But if you're trying to do like a move, but now if you're trying to do like because this is the way I see it is, Eisenhorn is going to be the shallow end of the pool. Consider like your average swimming pool. You have the shallow end and you have the deep end. I would say with the shallow end, you're trying to get the general public to like, oh, I'm just going to go into the shallow end, hang out there for a little bit, and then, oh, you know what? I'm just going to go deeper and deeper into the pool, and then I'm just going to, oh, cool, this show is going to be talked about on Kelly and Ryan, or Rachel Ray, or something, or some American show, a talk show, and you're going to have to admit, and you're going to have to say to yourself, this is a hobby that says most of the time it really doesn't care what you think. This is a universe of horrible things, filled with loads of horrible people you think who are the good guys are not exactly the good guys. So it happens. Okay, so and the other part of this, and I don't know if they're trying to make a Warhammer movie, live action, theatrical release. What would you actually, here, question. What would you think of a promotional, if a Warhammer 40,000 movie came out? What would be a nice promotional product when you bought your ticket and you're about to get your ticket torn at the counter? What do you think they should give you as promotional? Because remember at Pokemon Detective Pikachu, they gave out Pokemon trading cards. So they gave out Pokemon trading cards. I would hold on to those people, by the way, and not tear open the packages, because we are living in an age of collectibles now. But anyway, what would you? I was I was thinking like a punch card. Oh, go see the movie 5 times. Take it to your local Games Workshop, and they'll give you like a squad at your, and they'll give you a squad, or they'll give you the heroes, like sprues of the heroes in the film. And I just keep thinking that it would have to be either rated R or rated MA or rated mature for a lot of stuff, because I just love how they're making Warhammer so mainstream. They're being very kind to the fan base, and they're trying to get more people in. So it's like, oh, hey, I just saw this movie. I'm gonna go. Maybe I should go to the Warhammer store or to pick up some of this stuff. And, and it's like, there's so much that can happen. There's so much happening right. And I mean, there's so much happening right now that I'm just so glad that I'm part of this fandom, and I just love how this is so energetic. In a way, if they, now I'm thinking like this, because it's like, first off, me as a black man who's interested in the Space Wolves, I got my first. I got into Warhammer 40,000 back in 5th edition, like in the late tail end of 5th edition. I got my codex off of a student at my college. They gave it to me because like they weren't interested in the army anymore, and I played Space Wolves, and it's like I needed a codex and I didn't want to have to shell out, and I just saved like myself $50 at the time, or was it 30? I can't remember. But what happened is that I noticed a character. I noticed a Wolf Lord in there named Anger Krakendoom. Now, Krakendoom is this guy. He says he hails from the he's a warlord who hailed from the southern seas of Fenris, dark, where the people are dark of skin and temperament and all that. And it's like, oh my gosh, a black Fenrisian, a black Viking. And I just think, what was his name again? Like, if they did a film about him, I'm sorry, I'm pulling this up on my computer right now, and I really should have. Here it is. His name is Digimon Honshu. He's an excellent actor, and I would see him as like Anger Krakendoom, and he could like maybe have he could keep the bald head, or he could have dreads. That would be an amazing character development, and in a way that would kind of I think that would kind of piss off some people, like thinking who are just new. And it's like they'd probably be asking, he's a black Viking. There are no black. And it's like, dude, he's been like that since 5th edition, before even this became mainstream stuff. So you really can't get at that. But what else was I going to talk about? Oh, I'm talking about the idea of hunting packs for when it comes to Space Wolves. An interesting strategy I'm trying to pull together, where I can try, because I recently bought myself the Space Marine Battalion for Apocalypse, and especially I love Apocalypse. Oh, that's right, Apocalypse has come out, and I love the new concept. They say it can, and it's actually it's a good way, because I wanted to get into Apocalypse, but the feeling is that, oh, I didn't want to have to like, oh, I gotta wait I have to do this thing for 2 days. Like, I have to take an entire weekend to run this whole thing. And it's like, nope, I'm not doing it. I can't do that. And so, like, now Games Workshop has pretty much streamlined it to the point where you can play an Apocalypse game in just a few hours. And I like the idea. But anyway, with hunting packs, the idea is that you're trying to create a multi-pronged assault here, because what has happened is that with the introduction of Primaris Marines, you gave the Space Wolves an excellent shooting advantage. you make it so that they can be protected from shooting. Basically, when a space marine, like when your Grey Hunters or your Blood Claws are assaulting, they can fall back in certain types of orders. What I wanted to try is, I would say you take a pack of Space Marines, like take 10 Grey Hunters. You split them up when you're making your list, because the thing is the Space Wolves don't have combat squads. You can make it so that make it work so that they're split into hunting packs. These two hunting packs are going to be fighting alongside each other. What I would do is tailor the packs as you will, tailor the hunting pack as you will a Space Marine, as you will like a vanilla Space Marine squad. What it would happen is that I would have two specialist weapons. Like first off, one squad would have the pack leader with a special weapon, and also in the squad would be a plasma gun or a flamer, or even a melta. And in the other squad, there would be another specialist weapon, and you would have and the pack leader would be just considered like, oh, he's the champion of the squad, he's the champion of the squad. So, or he's like, oh, he's a very overeager pack guy who might just become leader of the pack, or he might get bumped up to a wolf guard if his wolf lord notices, or he could end up becoming a lone wolf, and actually he would become a pretty cool lone wolf. You just have a chainsaw. You just have a chainsaw and a bolt pistol or a bolt gun. Anyway you can spin it. But an interesting thing is that it would create a way, like, oh, I've got 3 squads that are charging into this guy. I would have 3 squads that are charging into this heavy character, and 2 of the squad would fall back. The other and these 3 guys would charge in to kind of add more bodies to the fight. Or it's like, oh, you know what, we want to kind of create a system where these guys can bog down the enemy, and they will be able to, and kind of delay. It's kind of a delaying tactic. We slow them down until like a dreadnought comes by, some wolfen come by, a pack of wolf guard, or some heavy weapon unit. I think you could maybe get, say, a battalion with a couple of a battalion with a couple of scout detachments with some heavy support. And also I can remember that you have to really utilize your tanks and your transports properly. Because one of the things that I've noticed is, because remember, this is one of the things I love about this new edition. You can have, not new edition, I mean this current edition, is that you can have 3, like take a Land Raider Crusader, to drop in 2 hunting packs of Grey Hunters or Blood Claws, and have a unit of Wolf Guard to provide fire support or a tactical fire support. There's a lot that can happen. There's a lot of ways that this can just, I'm going to create a small strike force of Grey Hunters, and a couple of Grey Hunters and a pack of Long Fangs to provide fire support. That will be amazing. I'm sorry, I know it's hot and I'm drinking soda, and why are you drinking soda? And there's lots of sugar, so you're going to be just getting hotter. But anyway, I hope you have an interesting. I hope you all stay cool this summer. Be careful going out, and also I would like some feedback. If anyone wants to say anything, just let me know. Have a good day.